Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Letty and I am the Library Director in Training for the Dora Library. Now my goal with these videos is to share with you not only what new books we have here at the library, but to hopefully encourage you to pick up a new book, follow a new story, dive into a new world. And today I'm going to be doing the introduction to a new book to us that I think a lot of people are gonna love. This is following the story of Maddie. Now, Maddie is a girl that wants to have a sleepover with her friends, and her parents are divorced. So she tells one that she's gonna sleep with the other and tells the other that she's gonna sleep with the first parent, and she wasn't planning to do that. She actually was planning a sleepover at her grandparents' house that was vacant. So she goes there, and I'm not gonna give you the details, but basically she wakes up the next morning and she is completely alone. This takes place in Colorado, so it kind of tells you how extreme the seasons could be in this specific world where she is. Now, Maddie is only 12 years old, and there's a lot that she doesn't know on how to survive on a day-to-day basis. There's no Wi-Fi, there is no phone service, there's no power, there's nothing. And what we know as readers is that everyone evacuated, but she was left behind. Now, whether this was because she said that she was with one of the parents and the other one believed and they left thinking that the other one got her, we don't know exactly, or I don't know in this introduction exactly how that happened. But all I know is that she ends up being alone for a really long time, and she has to go to the library to learn all the skills to keep herself warm, cool, fed, and all the things that you would have to know how to do if you were the only person alive in the world. And in her world, she's hoping that somebody's gonna come and rescue her. She is also with the company of her neighbor's dog, which is a Rottweiler. It's a really super sweet bond. And I think her one connection with reality, but you feel how alone she's feeling as you're reading this. I mean, they are written in kind of a verse way that, in my opinion, is very beautiful. Like this one, it says, "If my parents will be home in a few days, I might as well make myself useful and maybe make up for the fact that I lied to them." And it kind of, it's so beautiful. The way that it's written is so beautiful. It's so poetic. And I feel like to tell a story that way, it's even harder than just writing the words to tell you about the story. The world is, again, kind of a dystopian world. It's about a lot of her feelings, a lot of what you think you'd feel like if you were in her position, and it makes you appreciate having people around you and understand that it's a really hard life to have to figure everything out. Even though she doesn't have the internet, she has a library. So it's a really cool story, very deep if you ask me, and I think it's written beautifully. Now, this is a 400 pages book, but you can see how it's written. It really wouldn't take you that long to go through these pages, so I feel like this will be a quick read and definitely something I'm gonna be reading myself. Again, if you are in a reading slump and you're an adult and you want to start your passion for reading again, or get it for the first time, I always say that the best way to do it is by reading a YA, like a young adult novel or a junior novel or a short book, whatever it is that it kind of follows a story of something that you would watch on TV. Now, I will be doing an introduction to every single book that I have in that haul that I shared with you recently. But if you haven't seen videos about The Lost Library, I did an introduction to this one. And if you haven't watched this other one, this is the Wretched Water Park. I also did an introduction to these two books. So by now, we already have 3. So check those out if you are interested in some new reads for this time of the year.